One of my mentors in Islamic studies is Dr. Akram Nadwi, and I encourage you to look him up. Just the most adorable man, by the way, but a genius, just such a genius. So, you know how one time we were sitting in class with him, we invited him over to Texas from Oxford, and he talked about, for 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, he talked about the testimony of a woman being half the testimony of what? A man. And of course, this ayah in the Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah is talking about business transactions, loan transactions, okay? And when you're writing it down, if you couldn't find 2 men, at least find 1 man and what? 2 women. That's what it says, right? إِلَّمْ يَكُونَ رَجُلَيْنِ فَرَجُلٌ وَامْرَأَتَانِ مِمَّنْ تَرْضَوْنَ مِنَ الشُّهَدَاءِ. So he's talking about this ayah. He says, okay, let me compare 2 things for you. He starts this way. He says, here's a business transaction worth $100. And here's a transaction which will ensure that a saying of the Prophet ﷺ will remain secure. One transaction is worth how much? $100. The other transaction will ensure the protection of a hadith. Which transaction is worth more? The protection of a hadith. He says, when a huge percentage of all the ahadith of Islam are coming from Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha, how many women? How many women? 1 woman. How come the testimony of 1 woman is good enough for something that is actually priceless in Islam? And you think a woman's testimony is half that of a man. And I said, oh, snap. I never thought about it like that. You know. That's why you need smart people teaching Islam.